What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Kangaroothless, and I'm bringing you Game 4 from the series between BadMrFrosty and Tojo. This will be on the map Bel'Shir Beach. It will be a PvZ, as the other ones were. I'm kind of excited about this matchup because it's the first game I've actually casted on Bel'Shir Beach. It looks very pretty. Let's go ahead and take a tour around the map. Actually, let's go ahead and introduce the players first. In the blue, on the right position, is BadMrFrosty as your blue Zerg. And your pink Protoss, the left position, is Tojo. So that will do it for that. So let's go to the production tab. Now, I sent this replay by BadMrFrosty, and as I noticed in the last two games that I casted at like something o'clock at night when I was super tired, he sent me this game, and he said it was pretty much them sitting in their base again. So that kind of happened in the last few games where they sit in their base pretty much all game and then wait for the other person to attack them. And I thought only Zergs did that, but well, apparently that just happens all the way around. Let me go ahead and set myself on busy, but I have no friends online. That is crazy. Then again, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just have the weirdest sleep schedule. I went out the other night to a show, except for I didn't get into the show. I ended up having to go to the bar because I actually just forgot to buy a ticket in time, and it sold out before I could buy a ticket. So it's very unfortunate. The people I was with went to the show. We kind of hung out for a minute, but I just got dinner at the bar and watched the football game. Made a few friends. Pretty interesting evening. One of my friends, her ex-boyfriend came up and just made things really awkward. So that was a really, really fun and interesting evening. Very enjoyable for everyone. Not sure if Frosty is selecting his drones. He does get down his natural, his 15, and this is kind of a weird configuration for these mineral patches. Actually, I know a lot of higher level players will like to rally their drones to the closer mineral patches, but there's only 2 on Bel'Shir Beach. Arguably 4. You know, these 2 are kind of close, but I don't know. These 3 patches are really far back, so it's kind of a strange setup. We'll see if that plays a role. Anyways, this probe is just picking away at this hatchery. And so far, a pretty standard opener from both players. Looks like we have a Cybernex core. He is going to turn out that Zealot a little bit late on that. Yep. He pulled his guys off of gas, or he hasn't put them in yet. Nope, it looks like he forgot to put them in, so Frosty will not have that speed in time. But on the bright side, he'll be able to afford a queen if he should decide to throw one down. I'm not sure what Tojo is trying to accomplish here. It would take those 2 probes forever to try and break down that. Cybernex core research, warp gate research is on the way, as well as a second gateway and a second gas. It's a pretty early second gas, so it might be going for some sort of DT play here. We will see. I'm starting to lag a little bit, and hopefully there's not much. And that's because I'm uploading a video right now to YouTube. And when you, or actually I'm rendering it, it's already been uploaded to YouTube. Now YouTube just has to render it, and sometimes that does slow down the computer. But I think these probes should get away as long as he does the mineral trick. As long as he does the mineral trick through the Zealot, these probes should be able to get away easy and clean. This Overlord should actually position himself over this ramp. But will he do the mineral trick? No, he's actually able to get through. So that's kind of interesting. So these probes do get away to safety, and they can go back to happily mining. Meanwhile, Zerglings are going to camp out front here. Oh goodness, lag. They're going to hang out with this Scantipede, who is a pretty cool guy. But Tojo's a little supply locked, so this sentry will not be out anytime soon. More Zerglings streaming in. Another Roach Warren has gone down. Oh my goodness, I have such lag. I don't know why I'm having lag here. Let me pause a second and make sure that everything is going fine on my end, just to make sure that this lag does not continue. Alright, sorry about that, guys, but it looks like the video has finished rendering, and damn, do those probes actually take off a decent amount of life on this hatchery. I didn't even realize how much damage they did take away. But Frosty's throwing down a spine crawler, not sure why. He has these Zerglings out here, and he should be able to scout to see what Tojo is doing. Tojo will bait a few of these Zerglings out, and they will get picked off and do no real damage to the Zealot. Actually, just at 0 shield and 100 health. So, lucky there. starting on hallucination, this is generally speaking a very passive strategy. So it looks like Tojo will have 400 minerals right here. If he just sends a probe out here to expand, this would be a great timing. So yeah, really nice timing on that play. He's gonna have his Nexus up, then he can throw down a pylon, and then he'll be in good shape. So both players just pretty much sitting back and macroing, and not much going on. And actually, I don't get to see a lot of PVZs on this map. This Overlord isn't in the best position. Actually, this is a much better spot right here. You can get a good idea of what your Protoss opponent is doing. These sentries are going to scout that this Overlord is not in a very good position. Kind of dangerous for them to move out like this, when you can just run in with Zerglings and snipe them. But that isn't the case. But let's see what else is going on. So if Frosty scouts that his opponent has gone for an expansion, he can go ahead and throw down his third. He'll be fairly safe from doing that. And thirds on this map for Zerg are pretty easy to take. Again, you have all these entrances to really worry about. But as long as you can control the center portion of the map, you should be okay. Looks like a small group of forces coming out here. Frosty would be really nice if he could just move out with this Rotus, catch them out of position, and kill all of them. But Tojo will go around the map and just hang out here uncontested. Meanwhile, Stalker's being warped in back at base. Looks like Tojo will probably throw down another 2 gateways and then try to, block off the rest of this. Having only one entrance to defend is much easier than having 2 entrances to defend. So obviously this isn't such an easy map for Protoss to hold against a Zerg. But Frosty's going to push out here without a proxy pylon. This could be disastrous, but maybe he's just going to clear away the Overlords. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. But he's going to attack into Spines and Roaches. Frosty needs to engage this. He needs to chase this down, and he needs to pick off all of these units. And I think he might be able to pick off all these units. Only one force field goes down, and that will be enough to deter Frosty. I mean, this army can't do much. It's only sentries and zealots. They do very little damage against roaches if the roaches catch them out in the open. And oh, look at that! Scanipedes actually glow. Like, what is he doing? That is so cool. I never noticed they're like on fire whenever they're in the water. So that's pretty interesting. Never knew that about Scanipedes. Evolution Chamber going down. Glue Reconstitution is on the way. I mean, Frosty had a really nice timing to go and punish Tojo for pushing out like that, and now he doesn't. I mean, sure, he can deny map presence, and he can technically attack from this side. He should see that this is a good angle for him to attack into. He just needs to make sure that his rally points are set. But he will choose not to, play a little bit passive, defensive, however you like it. So we're going to follow these roaches, who will probably head right back home, who will not even stick a guy on this tower. No, that is too bad. I'm going to go hang out with the Scanipedes. Oh, I did not know you could do that. If I press Shift Control F and I select another unit, I can more or less... It has to be in the same view, though. So it looks like a little Phoenix is coming out here for Tojo just to scout around the map. Hydralistan is going down for Frosty, as well as Pneumatized Carapace. And +1 attack. So he will scout all these roaches. He should scout the Hydra Den, and as well he should scout pretty much the drone count and the saturation. Protoss is get a very nice scout in with that fake Phoenix. So not sure what these roaches are doing back in here. He's making drones again. Let's look at the income tab. It's still 39 to 38. So about this point in the game, you're at 13 minutes. You need to be on 3 base. You should be about 70 harvesters. And this is when Zerg can really just punish anyone for just not having enough units. I mean, Tojo only has 8 Stalkers, 5 Sentries, an Immortal, and 4 Zealots. Think about if you had 30 more harvesters, right? That's 30 more. That would be so nasty. Now, Frosty didn't know that those were hallucinations. It's throwing down defensive spore crawlers. This is actually a waste of money. You can throw down 1, and then throw down a spine crawler, and you will be safe against any sort of